Hi, and welcome to the board game The General, a 2 to 6 player game for control over the city of Fortista. This video will give an overview of all the game components so that you can begin playing on your own. To start the game, set the game board, orders mat, and all the cards in the center of the table. Each player will take a command board, 4 command posts, their player tokens, and troops, broken into 4 types: militia, grenadier, cavalry, and artillery. 5 money cards will be dealt to every player, as well as 7 player cards. The starting positions map will tell each player where to start depending on the number of players in the game. Then there is the scoring summary, troop summary, and of course, the rulebook. The game board has 4 main components. The influence point track, around the outside where players score their points throughout the game. The time track, where players advance time at the end of every round. The aggressor track, and of course the city of Fortista and its surrounding countryside. The whitewash spaces around the outside will only be used in a 5 and 6 player game. In the city, there are 3 strategic buildings, each comprised of 2 spaces: the keep, the cathedral, and the train station. The command board is where each general monitors his army's strength. Each issued order throughout the game will affect at least one marker positively or negatively. On the right side of the player's command board is an explanation of the order actions available to the generals throughout the game, as well as any possible bonus or penalty depending on when you issue the order compared to other generals in each round. There is also a brief summary of how to battle on the bottom right. The orders mat is used to keep track of which generals have issued which orders in any given round. There is a reverse side for use in a 2-player game. The orders mat also tells the generals which bonus or penalty, if any, they receive for issuing any given order at any given time. Here's a couple sample turns from a couple generals. The cards are broken down into 3 piles: money cards, time cards, and player cards. Many cards have the same back as player cards to keep them secret once they are in players' hands, but should not be discarded face down. Rather, discard them face up back on the money draw pile. Time cards will be drawn at the end of every round and will advance the time 1, 2, or 3 days. Be sure to read each time card out loud, as each time card will affect all players. Player cards have 6 categories differentiated by either their border, banner color, or both. Strategy cards, indicated by a red border and brown banner, are used in battle. Command cards have a yellow banner and will improve your command board. Tactical cards have an orange banner and give a strategic advantage. Valor cards have a purple banner and are held in your hand and scored at the end of the game. Action cards have green banners with a variety of uses. The objective side of cards in the blue border and banner are played to gain influence points throughout the game. Keep in mind that you can only play one side of a 2-sided card, either as a completed object or its alternative play. There is no limit to the number of cards a player can play on their turn, as long as no card with the same name is played twice in one turn. That concludes this overview of the components in the General. Don't be afraid to jump in and start the march for the control of the city of Fortista. and feel free to ask any questions in the comments.